So folks, apart from the odd artesian build scandal, Tarkov news and in-game events, etc. is kind of scarce at the moment. Not a lot happening. We had the one patch that reverted jumping, etc. Now, the one thing I do get asked quite often, and this is by people that play on Discord with me, etc., is, look at my character. You know, I'm at a healthy 252 million. And the last month, I have not played a lot. I mean, you can ask the guys I play with. I have actually played quite a bit of Destiny, etc. And the question is, how do you get 252 million? Because there are people that play a lot more than me, and they struggle to get above 10 million. And I mean, if you look at my skills, I'm at level 58. I basically do my dailies and my weeklies, and then I log off, unless it's helping somebody with a task. So I'm going to show you some of the scav runs I do. They are very quick scav runs. Usually end up with about 500,000 per scav run, and I try and keep it under 7 minutes. If I can do it, the scav run is 6 minutes. I can do maybe 4 or 5 of those. It nets me easily minimum of 2 million per hour. Do that a couple of times, and you are set for a whole weekend of PvP. All right. So, overall, my stats, terrible player. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so this scav of mine actually has a pilgrim. Looks like a SF58 fell type thing, and seems to have gotten a game. Remember, I'm only going actually into Oli. I want to see what's in Oli, grab the most valuable stuff. Luckily, the scav has a pilgrim, and get out. The longer you linger, the longer your chances are to run into other hostile scavs, alternatively PMCs that are staying late for the scav spawns. Now I got a terrible spawn here. I'm in factory. I'm in the power station. But we might as well quickly check the PCs. So my scav is spawned at least with, I think, now that shelf is a spot for GPUs. While we're back here, might as well check the stash quickly. Absolute junk there. Dude, stop running with your torch, you're scaring me. Now the normal thing is people would usually want to go and head to Kiba, see if somebody's unlocked Kiba, because the power wasn't on, Kiba isn't unlocked. And as a scav, you don't have a Kiba key set. I don't want to hang around long. I want this run over in 5 to 6 minutes. I want to get out with as much loot as possible. Because of my high scav rep, I spawn with a lot of the actual decent bags, the T20s, or the Pilgrim. Always check these shelves. Cravatch there is like 30k, and I have found fuel there every once in a while. I don't bother stopping to check the toolboxes. People will say to me, yeah, but you might miss out. That's just a hand roll. I'm okay if I miss out on something there. You want to check the weapons crates. I remember my very first wipe. This crate I'm coming up to actually gave me an RSAS, which I needed for one of the gunsmiths. Mosin sniper. Yeah, if you really want to, you could take it. Demean or with it. I'm throwing that AK into the other slot. And there's some odds and ends on the shelves, and people will now berate me on this video and say, yeah, but you know, you should pick up everything. No, I'm not gonna pick up everything. Still 30 minutes left in the raid. There's quite a lot of scavs running around. There are AI scavs, which surprises me. Hopefully turning on the power will persuade any remaining PMC or PMCs to go to Kiba, etc. and avoid O-line here. Alright, so we're in O-line. I think somebody has been through there because the shelves are empty. Always check this weapons box. Sometimes you can get quite valuable items out of it. Alkali, not worth it. More alkali, not worth it. And this is what I'm here for. Water filters. Water filters are anything between 55 and 65,000 on the flea. That's a pressure gauge. Pressure gauge, I think, was 46,000 or so on the flea. Check the tube, that's worth like 11,000. The PC board is worth about 11,000. It's under the, it's over the 10,000 threshold for myself. There's a propane tank. Because of the size of my backpack, I'm taking it. Propane is about 46,000 at the moment. I always check this particular PC. Pulled out 3 GPUs from it before. Nothing now. This swipe alone, that PC there has given me 3 GPUs. So it's, I don't want to say almost superstitious, but I do check it quite often. Alright, I got one more set of shelves at the back to check, and now I'm actually extracting. Corrugated tube, absolutely worthless at the moment. When it was still about 23,000, it was worth picking up. Right now, not worth it at all. Let's see if there's anything there. Nothing, nothing. These shelves are empty. I am going to check this toolbox since I actually do have, I've got some space left. Always grab the keg tape, it's 15k per slot. And I will check this toolbox on my way out. The box, well worth this, about 12k per slot if you vendor it. Now on your way out, always check this weapon box here. I picked up some good stuff in this weapon box. That shit, unfortunately, shit, and you can take that. It's a little bit of money. And that's it. I'm heading to extract. It was 30 minutes remaining in the raid when we went into Olai, 25 minutes. So we spent literally 5 minutes in Olai. Now, a lot of people would differ with me and say, yes, but you could have gone to Loot Idea and some of the other stores. Not interested. Not interested at all. I want to get this run over and done for as quickly as possible. And I'll tell you why. The more runs I can do, the more money I can get. There was low value items there, except for the 2 gunpowders. The water filter. All right, so what are we going to transfer? The AK, that, the FL 60%. So yeah, it'll be bought. And next. Let's see what that one netted us. And like I said, O-line at the moment is my go-to, but I don't hang around. I do quick in, out. Make as much money as I can and get out. I think I wait longer for the loading screens than I wait for... okay, so character... Alright, so I just need to separate that from my moonshine before I sell my moonshine accidentally, which would be a tragedy. Okay, now I'm going to keep the gunpowder. I just want to see what the Pilgrim actually gives me first at Ragman, because you can't sell them on the market anymore. 27,000 for the Pilgrim. That is a travesty. So that's 27,000. Let's see what mechanic gives us for the weapon. So it's 8,000 for the pistol, 22, so that's 30. 73 plus 27 makes a perfect 100,000. Okay, so we're 100k up. All right, now let's have a look if that propane was worth it. Well worth it. I'm going to put it at 46 as well. And I'm going to keep the gunpowders, but let's just calculate them. So that's 44. And that's 44. Let's call 45 and 44. So that's another 90. So if you were to sell it, we would be at a 190 plus the 46 from the propane. So 230. Now the other expensive item is the cravache. That's 30. And then the water filters are the super expensive items. They're 67k at the moment. 65,000. So, that 5 rubles makes no difference. And then the Noveski Gen 3 upper, if you don't mechanic it, is 38. So we're just going to go 37. I don't think that's going to sell very quick. This rest of the stuff will vendor, except maybe the pressure gauge. The SSD I'm going to keep, but if the SSD had to be counted, that's another 38,000. Pressure gauge is well worth picking up, 48,000. So we'll put it at 47,995. And the rest of the stuff we'll quickly vendor and just see how well we did. So that's 8. That's another 8. That's 24. Alright, so there's another 97,000 right there. Traders, and we're just going to sell that. That's 16,500. And as you saw while I was busy here, the pressure gauge, the water filters, the sewing kit was bought. It's literally the propane that wasn't. And let's not forget the keck tape. Keck tape needs to be vended. I mean, the keck tape, you can put it on the market a little bit more and wait for it to sell. If you want, we can put it at like 21,995. I usually just vendor it. I have eventually found that I got my 3 slots on flea done. But now you can see somebody has undercut me with 21 of them. Yeah, it's a game you play. But that was easily 500,000 run, and I think it took 6 minutes there. So easy to make money on this game. Right. Have a fantastic day, everybody. Take care. Cheers.